Hello guys, Shapekeys here. I'm gonna show you guys different ways to export collision shapes and also how to export shape keys. So here's my mining tool that I'm working on for my current game, Deep Space Minecore. So we're gonna use this as an example. To export a collision shape for this weapon, you first rename it to include a dash, then col. This creates a convex collision, and if you look over in Godot now, you could see that it created a collision shape for the weapon. So this is obviously too much for the weapon, so we can go back into Blender and then change that name to a conv collision or convex collision, and now it creates a much simpler mesh around it for the collision. And if you want, you could create the actual shape on your own with a different mesh. So let me create one really quick. There you go. Now what you do now is you rename this mesh to be col only. So dash COLONLY. And then over in Godot now, this will take this mesh and turn it into the collision shape instead of importing it as a mesh. And the same with the conv, you could say conv col only, and it will actually convert that into a convex shape. So if there's anything that's going inside, it will convert it just like that piece at the end there. And that's it for collision. Now for shape keys, here I have a physicalized HUD that I will be using in the game. So I have a retract where it opens up the HUD, and then a lift that raises it up and down within the mining laser itself. And to create that, we're gonna I'm not gonna mess with this. I'm gonna make a simple shape to explain how you do it. So here's a good old cube, and let's move it over to the side. So what a shape key is now, it's an interpolation between a base, which would be the original shape of the object, and a new shape that we're gonna create. So to create it, first look for the green inverted triangle. It's the data tab for the object. Then under shape keys, we first click the plus button to create its basis. So this is the original shape that you currently have. And then we could press the add button again to create the first shape key. So whatever we do on this shape key will be the target shape of the object. And now we could make some changes to the cube while we have that key selected. So I named it scale down. Then now the value is now at 0, so it goes back to the original shape. And if we move this value now to 1, for example, it interpolates between the basis and the new shape that we created. Now let's save that and go back over to Godot. And now in your mesh instance 3D, under the mesh tab, you have the shape keys drop down. So here you could like interpolate them using an animation player or anything you want. There's a bug right now where it's interpolating both if I use the top one. I'm not sure why, but whatever that is. And that should be it for the video. It's a short one. I saw someone asking for this video a while back, so decided to make it. So like and subscribe guys, and thanks for watching.